Hey everyone, it's Mike from Mike Olson Art. I hope everyone's having a great day today. As usual, thank you guys so very much for taking the time out of your day to check in and hear me talk a little bit more about some of the art card projects that I've been working on. Today we're going to look at card number 31 from series number 3. And if this player looks familiar to you guys, he should. I've actually done a unique custom card of this player more than anybody else up to this point. And if you guys follow along with me, you might remember I made a little video at the end of Series 2 last year, and I kind of did a little bit of statistics on, how many cards I did, which sports I did, which players I did. And this player quickly rose to the top of the list. And for good reason. He is a legend of the game, he's a record breaker, he's a Hall of Famer, he's the great Rickey Henderson. All right, so this is our 1958 Rickey Henderson card using the imagery from his 1980 rookie card. Why did we decide to do a wild mashup like this? Why don't we just dive right in and take a deeper look? All right, guys, so here is our 1958/1980 Rickey Henderson card. This card was a blast to work on. This is actually the second card that I have done with this particular client. The first card that we did together was a Steph Curry card that we did, and we based the design on the year Steph Curry was born. And the customer wanted to kind of continue that tradition with this Rickey card, and we decided we were going to do the same thing and base the design of this card on Rickey's birth year, which is 1958. And that was cool because, not only is it great to do a Rickey Henderson card, I have actually not been able to do or haven't gotten a request for a 1958 style design. So this is the first time I've been able to kind of tackle that 1958 design. And I think that the biggest thing you'll notice about the 1958 design is that it really has no background. The background of all of those cards is just a solid color. And you'd think that that would be, kind of an easy thing, or might seem easy to do a background that's just, flat color, but honestly, sometimes that just makes it a lot harder. When you've got a busy background, some of the little errors or some of the paint strokes or, things don't get noticed as much. But when you just have a full color background, any little mistake, any paint, blob or brush stroke really becomes obvious. So doing a background like this is definitely more stressful than it seems like it should be. But really happy with the coverage I was able to get. One of the hardest parts of this card was the text. Rickey's name is really long, so usually when you try and fit that into the size of a card, it really squeezes the letters and really shrinks them down. So I'm kind of working on letters that are a lot smaller than I'm used to, but really happy with how this white text came out. White text is usually one of the hardest things to draw on these custom cards, and just really happy with how that came out. Down at the bottom here, you'll notice, Oakland A's, and that's actually a departure from the 1958 design. In 1958, the Athletics were actually based in Kansas City. So if you look at a 1958 Athletics card, it'll say Kansas City down here. The client and I went back and forth about that one, and we decided that we were going to switch it up and make it focus in on Oakland, because that's really where Rickey, did all of his best work. And we decided we kind of stick with that. So that's a little bit of a change here. And really just the overall color scheme is just something we kind of worked out on our own. That 1958 set, the colors kind of jump around. And even if it's, one particular team, they can have different background colors, different colors down here in this bar where the name or where the position in the team is. And ultimately we decided we wanted to stick with colors that kind of highlighted Oakland and the A's. So we decided to stick with blacks, yellows, whites, greens, you know, nothing too crazy. There is, and I really love this, is this little pop of red down here, which I think really helps just kind of bring this whole card together for some reason. I feel like if that red wasn't down there, that this card would be a little bit too monochromatic with all of the greens, the golds, and the blacks. So I love this little pop of red down here. And honestly, I've always wanted to draw this little elephant. So I had a real good time doing this one, even though it was so tiny. And if you look real close, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it does say A's on his little blanket there on his back. That's probably the tiniest S I've ever drawn. And it actually looks like an S if you look at it under a microscope. I mean, a magnifying glass. I guess a microscope if you've got one. But yeah, really tiny, but really had fun with this. Obviously, this image of Rickey is from his 1980 rookie card, and because we were kind of filling the frame and we didn't have a lot of extra stuff around him, we were actually able to make him a little bigger than he appears on his 1980 card. So that was kind of fun, and you know, every time I can make these guys a little bit bigger, it definitely makes the drawing process go a little bit easier on me. So nice to be able to kind of fill the frame with him. And just love using that Rickey card image from that 1980s card. So that's our card front. Card back, it's our standard kind of treatment. I did a little bit of the A's colors in this little design that I put on all my cards. And I put a bunch of his career stats on here, like I usually do. So just a pretty standard card back. It's really this card front where we get to, you know, kind of shine with this this really unique card. And you know, like I said, I love when you guys reach out and want to do a card, but it really is special when you guys reach back out and you know, you either had such a good time or you loved your card enough where you just wanted to come back and do it again. So thank you so much for requesting this really cool card. Alright guys, so that is the story behind our brand new 1958/1980 Rickey Henderson card. You know, this is now the 5th time I have gotten to draw a unique Rickey Henderson card, and I would be happy to draw him 5 more times. So if anybody out there is a Rickey Henderson collector, please reach out. I'd love to add another Rickey Henderson card to our list. So thank you so much to this collector. And thanks to you guys. You know, it's all because of you that I get to work on cards like this. So if you have an idea for a card, if you want a Rickey Henderson card, if you want a card of anybody, the first step is to just reach out. So you can reach me here on Instagram, or you can head over to mikeolsonart.com and you can reach me there. But either way, let's get the conversation going about the card that you want to make. So thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye.